Hi yogis! For today's practice, let's begin right away in child's pose. So starting on your shins, separate your knees as wide as you like. Let your belly rest between your thighs. Forehead relaxes down and arms reach forward. Begin to slow everything down. Relax your forehead, maybe rocking your head side to side, massaging between your eyebrows. Release your jaw. Let your tailbone feel heavy down towards your heels. Tune inward. For today's practice, we will be focusing on front body opening, which looks like backbending. It is backbending. And backbends are energizing. They're invigorating. They help you to improve your posture by strengthening the back and the shoulders. Backbends help you to breathe better, which as a result helps with stress, anxiety. But at the same time, backbends can be a bit scary. As humans, we are naturally rounded. As early as being a fetus in the womb, we like to round forward. That's how we feel comfortable and safe. So a lot of times when we start to expand and open the front body, we can feel a bit overexposed, overwhelmed. And when we feel those emotions, naturally our breath will shorten. We might stop breathing altogether. So as we practice today, I just ask you to do your best to stay present and be aware of how the postures are affecting your breath. And any moment where you feel overwhelmed, overexposed, maybe triggered, slow things back down and always return to your breath. With that said, let's exhale everything out. Pause at the bottom of your exhale. Slowly take a deep inhale through your nose, allowing your back and your ribs to lift and expand. Pause at the top of your breath. Big open mouth exhale, let it go. Again, take a deep inhale through the nose. Stillness at the top. Long exhale, empty out. On your next inhale, walk your hands over to the right off of the mat. Reach your left fingers a little further as you anchor the left hip back. Feel a side stretch here. On your next inhale, walk across your mat over to the left, reaching your right fingers a little further, rooting your right hip down. Inhale, return your arms, your chest to center, and exhale in the middle. On your next inhale, shift forward onto your hands, coming to all fours. Wrists pull back underneath your shoulders, knees pull in underneath your hips. Inhale, drop your belly down, reach your chest forward, arch. Exhale, press the mat away and round your spine. Inhale, arching into cow pose. Exhale, doming into cat pose. Continue moving on your own timing. You can add any side-to-side movement, hip circles, neck circles. Take what you need to warm up the spine. On your next inhale, pause with the neutral spine. You can keep your knees where they are. Sit back again into a child's pose. Your belly might be directly on top of your thighs this time. And we're going to flow through what I call a baby namaskar or baby sun salutation. On your inhale, roll up your spine to sit on your heels. Bring your fingertips by your toes, flip your palms forward, roll your shoulders back and lift your chest. You can stay right here, or inhale, lift your hips up and maybe drop your head back into a baby camel pose. If your head is back, leave it where it is. As you exhale, sit back down on your heels and then unravel forward to child's pose again. Take a couple breaths here. On your inhale, shift forward onto your hands and knees. Arch into cow pose. Exhale, tuck your toes under. Keep your knees bent as you reach your tailbone high. Bent knee, downward facing dog. Long spine. Inhale, drop your knees back down, arching into cow pose. Tailbone lifts, shoulders back. Exhale, untuck your toes, sit back, child's pose. Another couple breaths. That was one round. We will do it one more time slowly and then pick up the speed. Inhale, roll up your spine, hands by your feet, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, maybe lift your hips up as well. If your head is back, leave it back. Exhale, sit back down and roll forward to child's pose. Inhale, shift forward into your arch, cow pose. Tuck your toes under, keep the knees bent. Exhale, lift the tailbone, bent knee, downward facing dog. Inhale, drop your knees down, belly down, chest forward, arch. And exhale, sit back, child's pose. From here, we're going to pick up the pace, about one breath per movement, but of course, if you need to stay slow, take it on your own timing. After your next exhale, one big inhale is going to take you all the way back and up into your baby camel pose. One exhale takes you forward to child's pose. Inhale, forward to cow pose, arch. Tuck your toes, exhale, hips up, bent knee, downward facing dog. Inhale, drop the knees, cow pose. Exhale, sit back, child's pose. Again, inhale, roll up to baby camel. Exhale, reach forward, child's pose. Inhale, forward to cow pose, tuck your toes. Exhale, hips high, bent knee, down dog. Inhale, arch, cow pose. Exhale, sit back, child's pose. One more time. Inhale, roll up, lift the chest, maybe lift the hips. Exhale, sit down, reach forward, child's pose. Inhale, forward to cow pose. Tuck your toes. Exhale, lift the hips, lengthen the spine. Inhale, cow pose last time. And exhale, sit back, child's pose. Pause here. Come back to your breath. On your next inhale, shift forward onto your hands. Tuck your toes and stretch your legs even longer for downward facing dog. You can pedal through your feet, bending one knee and then the other. Start to open up the calves and the Achilles. And then find stillness in your pose. Heels reaching back evenly. Ground down through your thumbs and your index fingers. Armpits are turning towards each other, and gaze is towards the tops of your inner thighs. On your inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, and walk your feet forward towards your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Again, inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to mat or hands to shins. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. This time, plant your left hand underneath your face, bend your left knee, and inhale, reach your right arm up. Your right leg is as long as it can be. Crown of your head reaching forward, tailbone reaching back. On your exhale, switch sides. Right hand down, bend the right knee, straighten the left leg, reach the left arm up. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, lower your left hand down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Bring your hands to your hips, and inhale, rise to stand. You're at the top of your mat. Inhale, reach both arms high. Exhale, flat back, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, plant your palms and step your left leg far back. You're in a lunge, right knee over the right ankle. Drop your back knee, untuck your back toes. Inhale, lift the arms up, low lunge. Keep hugging the right hip back. Drop the tailbone, knit the ribs in. Shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, cactus, your elbows open, arch. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. One more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Inhale, lengthen your arms high. And exhale, lower the palms. Tuck your back toes, straighten the back leg. Inhale, step back to plank, and slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes, keep the legs together. Inhale, lift the chest, low cobra. Exhale, release down, elbows in. Inhale, lift collarbones wide. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise, think forward to come up. Lower down with control. Inhale, lift. Hold it here, hover your hands 1 inch off the mat. Tailbone reaches back towards your heels. One more inhale. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes, straighten your legs. Inhale, press up to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step your right foot to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold in. Inhale to rise, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, hands to your heart, second side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step your right foot back, left knee is over the left ankle. Drop your back knee, untuck your back toes. Inhale, lift the arms high, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Ground down through the right shin as you lift up the right hip bone. Left hip is back. Inhale, lengthen your spine, grow taller. As you exhale, you open the elbows wide, squeeze the shoulder blades, cactus. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, open the chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, arch. One more time, inhale, lengthen the arms. And exhale, lower your hands down. Tuck the back toes, straighten the back leg. Inhale, step back to plank, and lower down to your belly. This time, untuck the toes, press into your palms, take one large cobra, shoulders away from the ears, elbows can stay bent, tailbone reaching towards the heels. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes, straighten the legs. Inhale, press up to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, lifting up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Again, inhale, reach your arms above your head. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, plant your palms and step both feet back to plank position. Drop your knees down, lift your heels up towards your glute. 6-point vinyasa, drop your chin in your chest, keeping your tailbone high. So 6 points touching the mat, 2 knees, 2 hands, chest, and chin. From here, drop your feet down. Inhale, slither your chest forward to a cobra pose, arch. Push into your palms, send the tailbone back, tuck your toes, and lift your hips, downward facing dog. Couple breaths. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, and walk your feet towards your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back to rise, arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Second variation. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your palms, step back to plank. From plank, you can keep your knees lifted or drop them down, lower halfway chaturanga. Untuck your toes, inhale, lift the chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes back under, hips high, downward facing dog. Use down dog as a reminder to come back to your breath. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, step or lightly hop to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back to rise, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, hands to your heart. We'll take one more sun salutation, A of your choice. You can do the 6-point vinyasa, your chaturanga, jump back, step back. You can even skip the chaturanga altogether and go straight from plank to downward facing dog. Wherever you are, move mindfully with the breath and meet me with the hips high. Adding on from here. Inhale, lift the right leg. Open up your hip, bend your knee, drop your heel down towards your glute. Take ankle circles or hip circles in both directions. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands, setting up for high lunge. Inhale, lift both arms high. Drop the tailbone, knit the ribs in. Energy through your fingers, but shoulders stay down. From your high lunge, interlace your hands and bring your hands to the base of your head. Lift your chest, open up into a little back bend here. Gaze is up. Maintain your back bend, reach your arms back. You're in a full crescent lunge. Exhale, open up to warrior 2. Front knee is deeply bent, tracking in line with your second and third toe. Left heel is back and down. From warrior 2, flip your right palm to face up. Inhale, reach back, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle, elbow to your thigh. Sweep the left arm across your left ear. Or you can bring your right hand down to the floor inside or outside of your leg. Keep hugging your right hip under. Reach your tailbone towards your left heel. Exhale, bring your left hand to your left hip. Reach your right arm about a foot forward and float up into half moon pose. Stack both shoulders over your wrist. Flex your left heel back, left toes facing the side. Stay here, or Chapasana. Bend your left knee, grab a hold of your foot, and roll your shoulders back into a chest expansion, another little back bend. If you have your foot, slowly straighten the left leg. Look down, bend your right knee, reach your left toes back, return to warrior 2. Again, flip your right palm, inhale, reach back, reverse. This time, exhale, windmill your hands all the way down, lift the back heel. Press into your palms to inhale, sweep the right leg back and up, three-legged dog. Stay here with the knee bent, or flip your dog, bringing your right foot all the way to the ground behind you and open up the chest and the hips. Gaze back towards your right hand. If you flipped your dog, unravel back to three-legged dog. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Either step straight to downward facing dog or take a vinyasa. Second side. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Open up your hip, bend your knee. Take your ankle circles or your hip circles, again in both directions. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, step your left foot forward. High lunge. Inhale, lift both arms up. Your back heel is still lifted. Interlacing your hands again, you're going to clasp the base of your head and lengthen your cervical spine by lifting up and back. Elbows can come in, open up the chest. Maintain the back bend you've created. As you inhale, reach your arms straight back so you look like a crescent moon from the side. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Gazing over your left middle finger, right heel should be the furthest point back. Flip your left palm up. Inhale, reach back, reverse your warrior. Exhale, left elbow to your left thigh, side angle. Sweep the right arm across your right ear or bring your left hand all the way down. Again, notice if you poked your bum out when you reached forward. Pull the left hip under, knit the ribs in, reach your tailbone towards your right heel. On your exhale, bring your right hand to your right hip. Gaze down, reach forward, half moon pose. Shoulders stack over the left wrist. When you have your balance, reach your right arm high. Flex back through your right heel. If you took Chapasana on the first side, go ahead and take it on this side. If you bent your knees, slowly straighten the right leg. Look down to help you with your balance. Bend your left knee and reach your right toes back. Return to warrior two. Flip the left palm up. Inhale, reach back, reverse. Exhale, windmill your hands down, plant your palms. Push into your palms, sweep your left leg back and up, three-legged dog. Open the hip, bend the knee, stay here and stretch, or flip your dog. Left hand comes behind you. You're looking back towards the left palm. Unravel back to three-legged dog. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, step straight to down dog or take your flow. Couple breaths in down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands and once again drop the back knee, untuck the back toes, low lunge. Start by interlacing your fingers, bring your palms to the top of your right thigh. Push into your right thigh as you ground down through the left shin, open up the chest, roll your shoulders back, take an arch. You can either stay here, focusing on lifting up through the left hip bone, or if you want a deeper quad stretch, lower the left hand down. Bend your back knee, reach around with your right arm, and you're in your quad stretch. You can either push your heel in towards your glute like I am, or if your heel is further away from your glute, you're gently pulling the knee in, just like I am here, but still keep your shoulders down away from your ears. If you have your foot, release it, bring both hands back down. Tuck the back toe, straighten the back leg, and step straight back to downward facing dog. Shake it out. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step forward for low lunge. Drop the back knee, untuck the back toes. Inhale, lift the arms high. Interlace your hands, place your palms on your left thigh. As you push into your left thigh, you are lifting up through the right hip bone. Roll the shoulders back. Work on straightening your arms as much as you can. Arch. You can stay here or deeper quad stretch. Lower your right hand down, bend the back knee, and reach your left arm around to grab your foot. Gently pull or push your heel in towards your glute. If you have your foot release, bring both hands back to the mat. Tuck your back toes, straighten the back leg, and step straight back to downward facing dog. Shake it out. Take an inhale in down dog. Exhale, drop your knees down. In child's pose, we sit the hips back. Here, puppy dog pose, keep your hips stacked over the knees. Walk your hands forward, look forward, drop your chest and your chin. If your chest doesn't reach the ground, you can keep your forehead down. Wherever you are, try to relax your shoulder blades into your chest towards the ground. This is one of those poses that might start off feeling a bit uncomfortable, but if you stay calm through the breath, you'll melt into it. To come out of puppy dog, press into your palms, walk your hands back. We're going to stay on all fours. Tiger pose. Reach your right leg straight back and lift it up. You might feel your right glute engage. Reach your left arm forward and then swing your left arm back so your thumb is down, palm face in. Bend your right knee, grab your right foot. Make sure your right shoulder is over the wrist. Now kick your foot into your hand as you roll the shoulders back. Drop the belly, chest forward, just like a cow pose here. Use every exhale to kick a little harder. Slowly release, straighten the right leg and the left arm, and then lower the hand and the knee, switching sides. Left leg reaches back and lifts up. Reach your right arm forward. Swing your right arm back so the palm faces in, thumb down. Bend the left knee, grab a hold of your foot, and inhale, kick into your foot, lifting the arm and the leg. Drop the belly, reach the chest forward, roll the shoulders back. Tiger pose. Slowly release, straighten the right arm and the left leg, and set the hand and knee down. Walk your hands a couple inches forward, tuck your toes, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, and walk your feet towards your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your hips, and inhale, rise. Keep the hands on the hips for now. Ground down through your left leg, bend the right knee, grab a hold of your foot. Another quad stretch. If you're arching, drop the tailbone down. Pull the right knee back so it's next to the left. If you feel a big stretch here, stay here. If you feel pretty good, inhale, lift the left arm up. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot and kick your foot into your hand, making your way into dancer pose, just like your tiger pose. Start with your leg. Your upper body will naturally lean forward when it has to. If you get wobbly, pause and come back to your breath. Inhale, rise. Exhale, shake it out. Second side. Weight on your right foot, bend the left knee. Start with a quad stretch first. Grab the foot, drop the tailbone as the left knee stays back next to the right. Shoulders back. Stay here if you want to focus on your balance, or lift the right leg up. Flip your left hand to the big toe side of your left foot and begin to kick your foot into your hand, dancer. Find one point in front of you to focus on. You might get wobbly like I do here, and that's okay. Use your core to find your way back to center. Inhale, rise, and exhale, shake it out. This is your final sun salutation. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, plant your palms, step or jump your way back. Make your way to downward facing dog. From down dog, drop your knees and walk your hands back so you can stand tall on your shins, setting up for camel pose. Knees are underneath your hips, hands on your hips. Let's start by tucking the toes under. Roll your shoulders back and hug your elbows in. Now use your hands to actively push your tailbone down as you inhale, lift the chest. You can stay right here, or if you want to go deeper, one by one, start to walk your hands down towards your ankles or your heels. You can keep your head lifted, chin tucked in, or if it's okay, you can relax your neck and drop your head back. Wherever you are, keep the tailbone reaching down towards the backs of your knees and your chest reaching straight up. Now, very important, if you do have your head dropped back, leave it back. Start by bringing your hands to your lower back if they're not already, and then push your tailbone down as you sit down towards your heels. Allow your head to roll up last. Once you're fully seated, relax your hands on your lap, close your eyes, and just breathe. Camel pose will naturally pick up your heart rate. Take this time to let your spine reset. We will take camel one more time. If you felt good with your toes tucked under, flatten out your feet so the tops of your feet are down on the mat. Again, hands to your hips, elbows in, shoulders back. Press the tailbone down as you inhale, lift the chest. Stay here or walk your hands all the way down towards your ankles or heels. Make sure you're not crunching your lower back by really reaching the tailbone down towards the knees. Maybe drop your head back. If your head is back, leave it there as you walk your hands up to your tailbone. Start to sit down, let your head roll up last. Take another few breaths, just sitting here. Shoulders stacked over the hips. Tailbone dropping straight down so your spine is long. And then from here, you're already on your knees. Walk your hands forward. Maybe shift your knees back and lower down to your belly. Sphinx pose. Come up to your forearms. Shoulders can be slightly behind the elbows, but make sure your forearms are parallel to each other. No crunching in the lower back. Lift the lower belly in and up. Roll the shoulders back, collarbones wide. You'll feel your arms activate. Keep the engagement as you turn your left forearm in on a diagonal, so left hand towards the right. Bend your right knee, reach around to grab the inside of your right foot for another quad stretch, half frog pose. You can pull the heel in, or if it's okay on your shoulder, flip your fingers to face the same direction as your toes and push your heel down with your hand. Keep the shoulders away from your ears. Slowly release the leg, bring the hand down, reset in Sphinx pose. Lift the lower belly in and up. Turn your right forearm in, bend your left knee, and reach around with your left arm for the inside of your left foot. pull the heel in towards the glute or turn your fingers to face forward so you can push your heel straight down. Slowly release the foot, return to Sphinx pose. Take an inhale, and then exhale, lower all the way down to your belly, arms down by your sides, palms face down. Locust pose, exhale everything out, and then inhale, lift your arms, your legs, and your chest. Keep your legs together, shoulders back, neck long in line with your spine. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, slowly relax down, turn one cheek to the mat. You can flip your palms to face up. One more time, locust pose. Palms face down again, shoulders back, neck long. Exhale everything out. And then inhale, lift the arms, the chest, and the leg. Every inhale, you rise a little higher, inner thighs rolling up. Exhale, release, turn the other cheek to the mat. Reset your head so it's back to center. You can either continue with locust pose, maybe try interlacing your hands, or I'll talk you through bow pose. Bend both knees, grab the outsides of your feet, pull your thighs together. Shoulders roll back, and then inhale, kick your feet into your hands, lift the chest and the thighs. So similar to your tiger pose and your dancer pose, this movement starts with your legs and your feet. Exhale, slowly release down. Again, turn a cheek to the mat. We'll take one more belly down back bend. Again, you can stay with locust pose, legs straight, or bend your knees for bow pose. If you bend your knees, once you have your feet, pull the knees and the thighs back together. Exhale everything out and inhale to rise. Try to keep your height as you exhale, and then inhale, lift even higher from there. Exhale, slowly release. Let's keep the knees bent, but you can release your arms, and windshield wipe your lower legs side to side. From here, bend your arms, plant your palms, and push back to make your way to a seated position. So you want to continue facing front towards me, bring your legs in front of you, bend your knees, plant your feet, and roll down to your back. You want your feet and your thighs about hips width apart. Bridge pose. On your inhale, lift your hips up nice and high. You can keep your arms by your sides, or you can interlace your hands underneath your back, rolling onto the heads of your shoulders. Keep reaching your tailbone towards the backs of your knees to keep your lower back nice and long. You are looking straight up, keeping your neck long, chin away from your chest. Exhale, slowly roll down, one vertebrae at a time. Pause at the bottom. Another bridge pose. On your inhale, lift the hips up. If you interlaced your hands, do the opposite cross, other thumb on top. Actively ground down through your feet and try to relax your glute a bit so that your hamstrings fire up a little bit more. Slowly roll back down. We're going to take about 2 more back bends here, and I'll give you some free time. You can continue with bridge or upward facing bow wheel pose like what I'm doing here. Hands by your ears and press yourself up. Take about 3 to 5 breaths in each of your last 2 back bends. If you prefer to take one long back bend, you can do that. If you want to try camel pose again, you can rock up onto your shins. Any back bend you like. When you're ready, you'll come down after this first one, pause at the bottom, and then take one more back bend of your choice. Of course, if you want to continue and do even more back bends, pause this video, continue with what you like, and then meet up with me when you're ready. You can play with different leg variations. You can come down into a forearm wheel, whatever your body is calling for. When you're ready, slowly make your way down to your back. Relax your arms by your sides. Keep the knees bent and windshield wipe your thighs side to side. Now we're done with back bending, so we'll take a few twists and counter poses to re-neutralize the spine. Hug your knees into your chest and make your way up to sitting. Staying seated, straighten your legs in front of you and sit up tall. Even through both sits bones. Keep the right leg straight, bend the left knee. Cross your left foot to the outside of your right leg. You can keep your right leg straight or bend your right knee if it's okay for your knee. Again, sit up tall. Bring your left hand behind you. Inhale, reach your right arm high. As you exhale, twist to face the left. Drop your right arm on the outside of your left knee and twist. Use every inhale to lengthen your spine and grow taller. Use every exhale to deepen into your pose. On your next inhale, unwind. Keep your legs as you turn to face the right and dip your nose down, a little counter twist. Sit up tall and we'll switch legs. Keep the left leg straight, bend the right knee. Cross your right foot to the outside of your left leg, and again keep your left leg straight or bend. Sit up even on both sits bones. Bring your right hand behind you. Inhale, lift the left arm, and exhale, twist to face the right. Left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Use your inhales to create space within your spine. Use your exhales to deepen into your twist. On your inhale, unwind. Twist all the way to the left, dip your nose down. And then inhale, sit up tall. Uncross your legs and straighten both legs in front of you. Paschimottanasana. Inhale, lift the arms high, and exhale, fold forward. If you cannot reach your feet without rounding your back, bend your knees, lengthen your spine, bring your belly to your thighs. As you work through this pose over time, you'll be able to slowly inch your heels forward as your hamstrings open more and more. But your goal is to keep your shoulders away from your ears and your spine as long as you can as you hinge from the hips, not from the waist. Inhale to roll up your spine, and exhale, make your way down to your back, one vertebrae at a time. Hug your knees into your chest and take a couple rocks side to side. Stay here or open up for happy baby, soles of your feet reaching high. You can continue to rock or maybe extend your legs open and close. You can either finish your practice with happy baby or take a plow pose, another counter pose from your back bends. If you are taking plow pose, do not turn your neck. Make sure your gaze is straight up. And make sure you're still breathing. Whether you are in happy baby or plow pose, slowly make your way out of it and into your final resting pose. Let your arms and legs relax down, palms flip up. Gently close your eyes and let your breath become natural. Weight sinks heavy into the ground. And we take these last few minutes of class for your body to absorb all the benefits of your practice. Shavasana. Slowly start to bring awareness back to your breath, deepening your inhales and lengthening your exhales. Bring movement to your fingers and your toes, wrists and ankles. Rock your head side to side. As you inhale, reach your arms up and back beside your ears, full body stretch to the tips of your toes. Exhale, hug your knees into your chest for one final squeeze. Gently roll to one side, pausing in a fetal position. With the help of your hands, press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Sitting up tall, hands on your lap, exhale everything out. Slowly take a deep inhale through your nose. Lift your arms above your head. Pause at the top. Open mouth, exhale, hands to your heart. Bowing our chin to our chest with love and gratitude. Namaste.